Hello everyone, Phoenix61 here with just a really quick video, something that I didn't notice in my update video from yesterday this week, right? So, new campaign started this week, and then, there's all sorts of new Azur Lane stuff in the store, right? Since it's pretty much all 5 waves that have ever existed of Azur Lane stuff in Legends. So, I noticed, so my problem is I tend to hang on to my containers until I live stream, and I like to open them all on live stream just for fun. So I didn't notice that I already had 3 Azur Lane crates, so I was kind of griping that I didn't see any of the new Azur Lane Ultimate 2 crates in the campaign for this, campaign season, right? So, and there is a way to get some for free, and it's in the missions tab, right? And it's literally just play the game like the vast majority of other missions that are out there. So it looks like, it's play a battle, destroy ships, cause flooding, or set on fire, and then do 1,000,000 damage, right? So literally just play the game, whatever ship you want, right? And so, yeah, you get a free crate for each stage of this, and then it looks like you also get a 5th one for completing all 4 stages, right? So keep an eye out for that. You can get some freebies. I will say that, this is... depending on how much money you've been spending in the past, right, your chances are slim of getting exactly what you want because there's so much stuff. But there was a big fall crate or a big summer crate in the offers section for either Global XP or Silver. And then there was also some of the European Destroyer early access crates in the special tab in here that was for sale for Silver or Global XP as well. So I think you could buy 3 of each. So you could buy up to 6 of those if you've got the Silver and Global XP, right? So keep that in mind. Those are freebies. I kind of am annoyed with this bundle package that's here because these are doubloons for early access crates that don't really get you anything substantial, and then another 9,500 doubloons to get Friesland, which I'm pretty sure I got for Global XP in the store, so that would be my recommendation, is check the Global XP ships, but because that seems like a rip-off to me. And then Azur Lane crates, I'll just go really quick and kind of describe what I'm thinking here with these. So if you haven't been, sort of a wallet warrior in the past, where, you don't have, if you don't have a lot of the Azur Lane stuff, which I don't, I have, a couple of things from each wave, usually. I'll, pick and choose. Your chances of getting what you want are kind of slim, but here's the European crates and the chance drops, right? So those highlighted ones, those are regular tech tree ships that are in early access, right? So those aren't premium ships or anything. So these are just, I don't know, almost more like common containers, right? The big perk would be that you get, you get the ship in early access, and then that way you get it early, but it's a regular tech tree ship. You get it early, and then you wouldn't have to pay Silver for it if you wanted to unlock it later when it becomes, regular access, right? And then the collections crates, these are always fun, but there's nothing big with those. I think if you get all the cards, it's a tier 2 premium ship, so nothing crazy must have there. And then here's the chance drops for the Azur Lane crates, right? So it's still mostly, your biggest thing you're going to get is promotion orders out of these, right? 17% chance to get promotion orders, which I won't complain about. I always need commander materials, but this is kind of where I'm it's tough to sink some money into the crates, because if there's a specific commander or something that you're going after, there's a lot of commanders in there, so your chances of getting that particular one are going to be a little slim. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. But, 10% drop rate for a commander, 10% for a skin, and 6% for one of the ships. Those are all great in comparison to, some other crate stuff that's been out there, right? So, especially the premium ships, right? Some of those would get even, smaller for the heavy hitters, right? So just something to keep in mind, but it is nice that you can get a few free ones. Few free Azur Lane crates, 5 free Azur Lane crates, right? So I'll probably pull those, and then I think there was 1 or 2 commanders I was eyeing up for this go around. And then yes, in the missions tab there is also, you'll want to do this one if you're interested in the collections, because this is how you're going to get some of those collection crates, right? But it's basically just play tier 3 and up of the pan-European stuff, the ships, which is really just destroyers right now still. Anyway. And then collections is down here at the bottom, right? So this is the new one. So as you open those crates, you'll get the cards, and they'll flip over here, and then once you get all, you know, 12 of them, whatever this is, right, you'll get the Origin down on the bottom right, that premium tier 2 destroyer. I did take a peek at it. It is kind of a nice destroyer for tier 2. I think the torpedoes were like 8-kilometer range, so that's a lot for a tier 2 destroyer, right? So that's always fun. But that's how the collections works. And then one last thing too that I wanted to call out. I did call this out yesterday in a separate video. But if you go to the ships tab, there are 4 ships in here for rent. And as you can see, I only have 1 left now that's for rent, because I was kind of dumb and didn't realize that that was rental, right? Like, I was like, oh, 1,000 doubloons, I'm getting these. And with the exception of this French destroyer, I was like, nah. So even for, and then yeah, you get a coupon for 1,000 doubloon discount on, you know, that country ship, you know, later, but like, it wasn't worth it for me. So so I have 3 of them, and I'm gonna play some games with them. So this first one's the Soviet Navarin, and it is interesting that these rear turrets do turn 360 degrees around. And then I did do a secondary battery build with it, which is, you know, not the norm for a Soviet ship. And then there's this German destroyer, which has really great range sonar. It's up, I think, 5.6 kilometer for picking up ships, right? So you can, you know, play the Lucian trick that everyone's been doing lately, right? And then the Druid out there is another interesting one. That's why I wanted to play with it. But only no torpedoes and only AP rounds on this sucker. So that's going to be unique. So I'm doing a gun reload build on a British destroyer. I think one of the blue archive commanders, I did not pick them up, looked like it would be destroyer gunboat centric for the British, so that would be a good call if you had that one. But they're rent, right? So I'm only getting these for 7 days, so that's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is, right? So I'll learn my lesson, remember next time. I always forget that they do the rentals, and then I see it and I'm like, oh, that's cheap. Yeah. So yeah, look out for, I'll do videos on these this week, and then, so make sure you're following the channel, and we'll see you then.